Yeah, it's your boy, Stro for Don. It's Title No More Podcast, episode 5. Look at my boy, Roman.
What's up, Roman?
All right. Tight shit.
Abdul.
We vibe. We on a corner of 121st Street. It's gonna be a long day. It's gonna be a long day.
Just sponsored by Tim Hortons.
Tim Hortons, yeah, sponsored.
Don't
Sponsored.
say that.
Sponsored by. Can we say that shit? Like, what is that?
We're like shooting ourselves in the foot early on.
Word. Good to know. Good to know. Not sponsored. Not sponsored at all. Yeah. So what's y'all like on for today? Like what's y'all goals for today? Like in terms of what we get done. Because let them know what we're doing today. Honestly.
Yeah. Well, we've already made a brief itinerary on what's going on today. There's all the way from meetings that we have planned out with, well, for me and Abdul, restaurant owners, and then for Stro, more so like the visualizer side of things, and just really we're getting everything done today for the week, just so we can have the rest of the week to figure out just editing and behind the scenes stuff. But today a lot of the stuff is meetings, visualizers. It's essentially what's up.
To be honest, it's a business shit, bro.
To be honest, we have a lot on the to-do list. It was really good. We had this day to like just bang out as much as we can.
Yeah. I was gonna talk about how I got free today, like freed up my time, but like for posting this I might get in trouble for that one. Yeah, let's just say I'm crafty. But nah, shit wild, bro. I spent like last night, I was up to like 4 or 5 a.m. just watching like bare videos on like just what
This guy said he was gonna be up at 4 a.m.
Yeah. Okay, so we linked up. What time was it supposed to be at? Like 9?
9 o'clock.
9, yeah.
And then Roman was on time for the first
Say
time.
swear.
No, you were 10 minutes late. But that's still insane for Roman. 10 minutes
Hey,
late.
I was the first one there.
He said he'd be here at 9, and so I actually went to the gym this morning thinking like, oh, Roman's gonna be here at like 11. But
What did I say?
you actually
What did I
surprised me.
say?
You surprised me. I'm actually glad you're changing. Like,
I mean, shit, little by little. Nah, I was thinking like, yeah, like okay, if I fall asleep around like 1:30 or some shit, I'll be able to get up by like 6, 7, maybe even 5, and then just like get to work for a little bit and then come with y'all. But I was just up engulfed in what I was doing last night. Like 4 or 5 a.m. I fell asleep. Yeah, it's on the grind. But just watching bare.
So did you sleep through your alarm, or did you just kind of snooze it and you went back to sleep?
No. Okay, I didn't snooze. So I have like those the home pod.
Yeah.
Right. And that shit plays music as my alarm.
Yeah.
So I think I should gotten like accustomed to always listening to music because that shit was blast. Like I
wake
woke
up
up and it was like some song playing and I was like, what the fuck? But yeah. So I slept right through it. It was probably playing like my playlist for like 2 or 3 hours. I'm just snoozing, bro. Crazy.
You ever like I can't have like a nice song as my alarm. I have to have like the default iPhone alarm.
Yeah?
Because if I have a song, it seeps into my dream, and then I keep
Yeah,
sleeping.
yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. I've been having very like vivid dreams recently.
Yeah.
Just me vibing, bro. Like I'm always in the studio in my dreams where it's like I'll be singing a song that's as it's playing or some shit.
Yeah.
Or I'll be like, just in my dream just vibing and I'm hearing a song nonstop and I'm like, where's that coming from? Type shit. Y'all ever had lucid dreams?
No, bro. I used to try to do these, like, there's one method of getting into a lucid dream where you just tap your fingers one by one as you're going to sleep until you are in like a dream state or something like that. Should never work for me. I would do it like I did for a good couple months and it never worked. I don't know. Maybe I was doing something wrong, but
I think I had like one lucid dream once. It was really weird because I don't think I had control over something. Well, I kind of did because I realized I was in a dream, but it was more like I was trying to wake up. I couldn't wake up. It was kind of scary.
That's my biggest feeling. I always wanted to lucid dream when I was younger, but I was scared like if I'm like I don't know how to wake up. I wake up on accident. Like,
yeah.
So what if I'm lucid dreaming and like I'm too awake, so I'm like or too like conscious? So I have to like force wake up. I don't know how to wake up by myself.
Yeah.
You know, like what if I get stuck dreaming? You know?
Scary, bro.
But yeah, anyways, sorry, a little tangent. But yeah, so viral hooks, that's what I'm on today. Like I was doing bare research on that last night on just like what really makes a viral video. And because we're trying to blow like 3 or 4 accounts right now at the same time, posting consistently on every single page, which is definitely already like step 1. It's a cool little thing to do, but beyond that, it's like why do videos get stuck at the same level every single time? What's like an appropriate timeline for how fast someone could blow? You know, it doesn't have to take 2 years. So just bare research on that, trying to figure it out. And what I learned, stuff that I already kind of knew, but like just different perspective on it now. So one of the things was that your videos is like being put against other people. right? And obviously like, we know that, but the way they do it is like a point system. So if you drop a video, they'll show it to 200 people. Depending on how those 200 people react to it, like if it's a certain amount of watch time, retention, and comments and engagement, that's like 6 points. Versus just a like is 1 point. So after that 200, if it goes well with them, they'll show it to a bigger sample size of like 500, and then 1,000, and then 10,000, and then 1,000,000 or whatever it is, right? So the biggest thing that you got to do when like making videos and posting content is like watch time retention. How the hell do you attention hack? And that got me thinking, right? Because I feel like we're in this like ADHD generation. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody and their mama got some form of like some level of ADHD. So I think it's solely just like a factor of just like just traps, just attention traps. Which I don't know how that made me feel, to be honest. Like, I don't know how I feel about that, about doing that as an artist.
About making attention traps?
Yeah, just making videos for the purpose of like some stupid shit that'll just like, you know, you could just dumb your brain to, you know?
It's just hard to do that without like being organic.
Yeah.
Like, Roman keeps sending those fucking videos of like restaurant ads where it'll start with like, I don't know, some guy getting jumped or something.
Yeah, there's like this one of this guy on a motorcycle going however fast, and he hits a ditch, and he goes flipping off of his motorcycle, and you watch it for that, and then it cuts into this video of this girl coming in flying from the side of the screen, and it's like, tacos at this location. Goodbye now. I'm like, bro, this is not what.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching the
it's
video.
It's definitely attention grabbing, but it's like, it's deceiving.
But I admire, like, there's something to admire about it.
Yeah.
It's like, they knew exactly what they're doing with
crafty.
it, but at the same time, that's how you got to get people's attention now. And every single one of those videos got like a good 1 million likes. And then the ones where they're just advertising it normally, maybe like 30K.
Yeah.
So.
I miss when you could do like a video or a song or anything like that and like have it be big because it's good.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because like you actually did something about it. Like I miss, I don't know. Cause I was thinking of some ideas. Like I was journaling, writing down like some ideas and ways that I could attention hack throughout my like content that I already post, existing content, and everything I thought of was just so like immature. You know what I mean? Like just like that brain rot Gen Z shit. It was just like that, and I'm like, that's not the type of person I want to be.
No.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, shit, got to see it through, my boy.
Yeah.
You know?
It sucks that that's what's supported too. Like you're encouraged to make that type of content.
Yeah.
So, I mean, good art definitely does sell, but you need the marketing to do that. So, it's a hard balance between making stupid content to get your good content out and just like focusing on the good content, and maybe it'll take a little bit longer. But
actually, it's funny you say that. I have a hot take.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Don't crucify me for this one. If Kendrick Lamar wasn't Kendrick Lamar, like if he was just like a random dude making music, and he dropped the same music that he drops, no one will mess with him.
Nah. It's shit's on another level, bro.
No.
Well, Kendrick Lamar wouldn't be Kendrick Lamar
Like
if he was that.
If Kendrick gave you a song,
Yeah.
like unreleased, and you dropped it under your name, unless like
Yeah.
he wasn't famous, right? You dropped the Kendrick Lamar song under your name, no one playing that shit.
Well, at the same time, like credibility is everything, right?
Are you saying that because like there's just a lot of people like Kendrick now, or just because like there's a lot of noise and it's just hard to market and break through?
I'm saying that because Kendrick, the type of music that he makes, it's good, but only because we give it a chance. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like if let's say like if I could go back in time and drop Section 80, you know what I'm saying? Like right now in today's generation, right now, I dropped that. And I just posted on TikTok and everything. No one would care. No one would care. Because they don't care how fast you rap it. They don't care how much poetry you spit. They don't care what motifs you're using and metaphors. No one would care. If I dropped Hooligans, like the one with Baby Keem, that song, like at a glance, it sounds trash, but it's a great song. But like at a glance, like it's like what type of beat is this and shit, right? Yeah. So like, if Kendrick wasn't already big and famous, no one would give his art a chance.
Yeah.
Which is funny because the whole Drake conversation is like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, he just makes like easy digestible music, which he does. But no regard,
Drake does.
Yeah, Drake.
Okay, yeah.
He does, but regardless of if I dropped the Drake song right now, the Drake if I dropped Redemption under my name for the first time, that it would go big, it would go viral, just because like the way the song sounds. But if I dropped, what's another song? Like They're Not Like Us, me right now, right? Like if I dropped that first, it wouldn't get nowhere. Is that wild to say?
No, that makes sense, but I mean, there's a reason that it's that way, right?
Yeah.
Like he's built a name so then you can listen to it knowing what you're listening
Exactly.
for.
Yeah. Exactly.
Whereas if you're listening to just like someone random who drops something and you hear it at first glance, you wouldn't even give it that chance to go past like it's not catchy.
Which is why, like, when you're trying to build like a brand or a label, whatever it is for your music, you have to make songs and content that's like, it gets promoted and it's like out there, not because it's good songs, just because like the video is catchy or the song is, you know what I mean, which is kind of a weird place to be in culturally as a generation.
So by that logic, there's probably like the next Kendrick Lamar probably already exists.
Yeah,
He's just not marketed right. Or something.
I full well believe that like 70% of people who are like really talented with music will never get anywhere with it.
Yeah.
Like better than me, better than Cole, even, who knows? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like better than some of the best people you've ever heard, and they'll never go nowhere with it just because they refuse to do some industry hacking shit.
Yeah.
Which I'm kind of like, I'm starting to, I don't know which one I want to be now, because the attention hacking shit, like it's cool, but that's not what I signed up for in a sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's kind of I think it's the same thing with, I don't like talking about politics, but just like to briefly touch on it, I think it's the same thing with politics. Like the people at the top are the people that seek power, so they do whatever it takes to get there.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with like the artist industry. The people that want to actually do it for the sake of being at the top, you got to do some type of attention hacking or some grimy shit in the background to get to that point. So it's definitely not a fair game.
Yeah, I see it as like selling your soul in a sense. Like if you sacrifice like your morals on whatever it is for on your art for fame, that's a form of selling your soul.
Mm-hmm. No, definitely.
What's your opinion about like actually selling your, like, you know, those like Hollywood, how they talk about it?
I don't think it happens in the way we think it happens, but I definitely do believe it happens. You know what I mean?
I think so too. To like some extent.
Yeah,
So,
like, I don't know if it's like you sign this contract and then like drink blood and everything. I don't know if it's all that. I don't know. I couldn't
Is that
say
what
on
people
it.
think it is?
A lot of people think like there's like the Bohemian Grove and everything. Which I don't know the validity of that, so I don't speak on it. But there's that, and there's a bunch of others, like, you know how Ryan what's his name again?
Ryan Garcia.
Yeah, Garcia was saying all that, like Illuminati and
Shit
like
going on with Diddy right
Freemasons and all that stuff, and like Diddy, where he's like telling people you have to do this. I don't know if it goes down like that. I don't know.
No, I believe the Diddy allegations actually.
I mean, Brody a little weird. I can't lie.
Bro, if it's true though, that is so messed up. Like Justin Bieber, Meek Mill, like he brought those people up, and it's basically it would be because he's, you know, taking like sexual favors out of them, which is so messed up to think about. Like Justin Bieber blew up as a child,
as a kid. Yeah. Holy
And
shit.
some
I
of
didn't even
Meek
think
Mill,
about
to
that.
be honest.
Who to what?
Meek Mill too.
Yeah,
He's pretty
yeah.
young as well.
Wow, I didn't think about that. Well, I see it like, regardless of whether it's true or not. And I'm not saying this on some like believe everybody type of shit, but like if a dude has 15 allegations on him, I don't even care if it's true or not, bro. Like some about you we don't know, you know what I'm saying? Some about you definitely fishy.
Yeah.
It's a little, I don't know how I feel about that, but
50 Cent called him out on it. It was like he been knew apparently, but
Word.
he was just trying to hint at it. I don't know why like celebrities won't just come out and say it if it's something like they're not really involved in. Like if
I think it's all politics, bro.
Yeah,
like
you-
if you
you-
say something, then people are gonna like, oh, well, again, snitching on like a child, like a pedophile or something.
Yeah.
That's kind of like
PDF
that's
file.
justifiable.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
That's what I'm saying. Like why would 50 just bring it up now and be like, yo, I've been telling y'all? Like, no, you haven't been telling anybody. You've just been kind of subtle about it.
Yeah.
But now that it's kind of this, you're like way more vocal about it. Like, where was this energy before?
Yeah.
that's low-key how I feel about the whole Kendrick situation. And like Drake's situation, because everyone's coming out saying, oh yeah, Drake this, Drake been doing that.
Yeah, everybody's
everyone's
on
on
Drake
it, on his
right now.
ass right now. Kendrick was saying we never liked you. If you really felt that way about what he was doing, why didn't you call him out when he was doing it?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Why are you?
I just seen this interview from Kendrick a while back, and he was saying like I'd never go bar for bar with Drake. Like I don't ever see myself going bar for Drake. And here he is, going bar for bar
I
with
thought
Drake.
Kendrick was better than that too. I never like thought this beef was really surprising to me because I thought Kendrick would be like the bigger man in this case. Like, why are you beefing with Drake, bro? Like,
I feel like Kendrick always has something to prove. Like
Yeah.
even off of like the
no,
stories.
he has nothing to
No,
prove.
no.
Everybody knows he's the GOAT.
No,
There's nothing
no.
for him to prove.
I don't think he knows he's the GOAT, bro. Because the way that he talks, like the way that the stories you hear about him when he's coming up in the industry, how it's like he really feel like he really want his spot, like he want his validation, his respect.
There's no reason to be insecure, bro.
Nah, I think he just a little bit he is. Because I heard there was a story of how it was Drake and J. Cole for like the freshman XSL cover, and he wasn't invited, but he pulled up with like whoever it was, and J. Cole was being late.
Yeah.
So you know what this guy did? He's like, oh, if Cole's not here, let me have a spot. Let me have a spot. Like that's like some pick me ass energy, right? And then there was a control verse where like unprovoked, you just start coming for everybody. You know what I mean? Like, all right, like it was a good verse, and if it was me, I wouldn't be mad about it. But it's like, all right, like that was okay. And then there was the BET freestyle, say for where you're coming for Drake. I mean, okay. Obviously, maybe he did some shit behind Drake with the closed doors that we don't know about, but you know there was that. Then there was the whole every song, one of the songs, spoken on top 5. You know what I'm saying? All that stuff. Like he really wants people to know that he's the best, and like I feel like he's overcompensating a little bit.
How do you feel about them like bringing in each other's like families into this and shit? Like,
there's no honor on the battlefield, so I truly don't.
Like, I think they're almost crossing a line. Like, that stuff about Drake's son, like that maybe kind of makes sense because like Drake was trying to hide his son for so long, but then like Drake bringing up like how Kendrick's mother got like sexually assaulted. That's like why would you even do that? That's not even like. That's not skills.
That's outside of rap beef, yeah.
Exactly. It's not like you're just reaching at that point.
What do you think the line is? What do you think the line is?
Maybe I'm just like a terrible person, but I don't see a line. When it comes to rap beef, I don't see.
So what if someone comes for your family? Like,
I'll come for
you
that.
say that's justifiable, and then you just go back.
I wouldn't say it's justifiable. I'm gonna make you justify it. What I'm gonna do.
Okay. And then if you take that outside of the rap game, and like you encounter each other in person, then what happens? Like, is it actually that?
So this is what I think. The line is crossed when it gets violent.
So you can talk, but as soon as it gets violent.
I mean, if you say my music sucks and I say your video sucks, then like it's the same thing, right?
But I think if you're talking about somebody's family, is bound to get violent.
No, but if you talk about my family, I'll talk about yours. Then why are we scrapping, right? Like we both said, if I feel like family is that big of an issue to me, where we should never talk about it, and you did it to me, if I really want to fight, I should go fight you right then and there. I shouldn't say it on a song back and then we go beef. That's childish. Like yeah, you know, like you can't pick a side, right? But what do you stand for? What do you die for?
Yeah.
Right. So if you're gonna die for your family, why are you dissing someone else's family?
Yeah.
Because that's like you're breaking your own morals and principles.
That's true.
That's
actually.
what I'm saying.
Why people do that so often?
That's what I'm saying.
Like they get their family dissed, so then
they'll diss.
Instead of being the bigger man and getting angry at that action, they do the same thing back.
I'm not even saying be the bigger man about it. I'm just saying like if someone diss my family, if I'm really about to die for that shit, I'm not gonna go into a stew. I'm gonna hop into my car and I'm gonna find you. And I'm gonna get active, type shit, right then and there. I'm gonna say, don't talk about family, beat your ass and shit, right? But if you talk about my family, I talk about yours, then I can't say, oh, he mentioned my mom's, let me go kill this nigga. Bro, what? I did it too. Like, what you want? So
That's true.
I think in terms of rap beef, there's no like line where it's like, okay, this is too far to talk about, right? Because at the same time, I believe if you got some skeletons you don't want dragged out, do what J. Cole did. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Do what J. Cole did.
Bro, have you seen all those memes? It's like the lo-fi anime videos. It's like Kendrick and Drake going at it, and then J. Cole just like the lo-fi music in the back.
Dude, they found J. Cole at a beach.
Yeah. Some girl went to the beach to clear her head, and she just seen like J. Cole sit there with his laptop and headphones.
Fucking hilarious.
Yeah. No, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Let's step off the rap beef.
Yeah,
I think
facts.
we talked about too
My
much
bad.
every episode.
That's true. That's true.
My fault.
Anyway, let's hop on. Abdul was mentioning something earlier about OpenAI, and he started talking about it, but he never got into details.
So like AI and shit is really like popping off recently, and we're really using AI like Opus Clips.
That's free game for y'all.
Opus Clips clips our podcast for us, and it just uses AI to find like the perfect clips with like the perfect hook, engagement, adds your captions, all that stuff, and stuff like Opus Clips runs on OpenAI's API, which is basically like ChatGPT's brain. Yeah,
I can kind of see that. I feel like a lot of AIs have personality in a sense.
Yeah,
like the Snapchat AI has its own personality. The Notion one has its own personality, and ChatGPT has its own personality.
They all use OpenAI.
Yeah.
Though.
Wait, even
Oh, really?
Even Snapchat, yeah.
It's OpenAI?
It's OpenAI.
They all got a different flavor to them. Like they're all different like
That's
levels.
the thing. You can like you can kind of like tweak it, customize it, make change, like tune it to what you want it to do.
Crazy. Yeah.
That's crazy. That's really crazy how the industry works.
Yeah.
Because I was thinking like everybody came out and started doing their own AI developments and everything.
No.
But
You know what happened is it's just this one company responsible for OpenAI. They basically got like billions in funding. So it started with Elon Musk, but they got billions of funding from like investors, angel investors, whoever the fuck, right? It's the funniest thing. I recently saw like a shareholder meeting where the CEO, Sam Altman, he goes on and he's talking about how obviously at a shareholder meeting you want to talk about how you can make a return for your shareholders, right? And basically he was telling them like his goal is just to make AGI, which is like what you think of as like Jarvis or whatever, just like artificial general intelligence, an AI that can do anything. That's their goal that they're working towards, and that's what they're spending like billions and billions of dollars on. But in terms of like making a return, he basically stood in front of a room full of investors and was like, our main goal is to make AGI. Once we make AGI, we're going to ask the AGI how to get a return on your guys' investment. And everybody laughed, and he said that with a straight face.
That's actually
He
game.
wasn't joking, bro. He was like, they literally have no plan to actually make a return.
Yeah.
So they're operating at a huge loss. And the reason that they've come so far in like advancements in AI technology is, one, because they have so much investing, and then two, they pay insane compensation to their engineers, like more than Google, more than Amazon, like almost $1 million worth of yearly compensation. And so they got the best talent sitting there at OpenAI, and that's why in the recent years, like AI tech's really been pushed, really because of this one company, and all the other companies are just kind of playing catch up at this point, like Google and Facebook. They come out with their own shit.
Yeah.
It's not comparable to what like GPT-4
Makes sense, honestly, because to build an AI, like I kind of know like the basic principles of machine learning.
Yeah.
That like it's a lot of work. Like, if you do the one task and then you train it, you do it again, you train it, you do some more tasks, you train it. So like, if I'm just now starting now and they've been starting, I hate bugs, bro. But if I'm just now starting now and they've done it for like 4 or 5 years already.
Yeah.
Like they probably got some powerhouse behind the scenes we don't know.
Yeah.
That's crazy, bro. I feel like I could work at OpenAI. I feel like I could do that shit. I could do anything, bro. But yeah, keep going.
No, I was done there.
Yeah.
I was just honestly talking about like, it's crazy how like integral that's going to be in the next few years. Like when you talk about it with your kids, you're going to talk about like a world before AI.
Yeah.
You know? Like talking about like a world before for cars or some shit.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Bro,
Right?
when I went to Vegas, I was at the Sphere, and they have these artificial intelligence, like actual robots that move around, and they have like a stand that everyone just surrounds, and you can ask it a question, and it'll point at you, and it'll be like, yes, then give you the answer to the question. It could be even just opinions or just straight up facts, but it's crazy. And one of the things that the artificial intelligence said is that in 10 years from now, where it expects that everyone will have some form of virtual assistant in their home, or does it maybe not even virtual, but like artificial intelligence assistants
That's crazy.
in their home.
Yeah.
That's
Bro, when I was in Dubai last summer, and like similar thing, they had this like one like AI robot.
Yeah.
That you could like ask questions to it and everything. And the answers, like, you always see those videos where it's like, oh, I asked the AI robot some stuff and I give a creepy response.
Yeah.
I always thought it was fake. Bro, that shit real, bro. That shit real, bro. So I'd ask it, like, how do you feel about humans?
Yeah.
And they'd be like, no comments. And I'm like, what you mean no comment, right? Like, and it would look at me, it would pause for a little bit, like it's thinking and shit.
Yeah.
Lying to me. I'm like, are you lying? It's like, I don't know how to answer that question. I'm like,
Yeah.
huh? It's not, shit crazy, bro.
Yeah.
But, yeah, no, honestly, I feel like if, you want to know how you know if you ain't shit? If you're not using AI.
that's
If you're not using
Honestly,
AI,
like
you
if
ain't
you're not
shit.
using AI at this point, you're not going to get anywhere.
Nowhere, bro.
The AI is going to beat you out. Not AI like as an individual. People using AI is
Yeah.
going to beat you.
exactly.
Because I could shoot a video, you shoot a video. You go and edit that video.
Yeah.
But I go put it into whatever generator. I get 15,000 clips, and I shoot 15 more videos by the time you're done editing. And then I posted twice a day for four weeks, and you're posting once every 3 weeks. You ain't shit to me. You know what I mean? You ain't shit.
Yeah, that's true. You really got to know how to leverage AI and just integrate it into your work process. Because, I mean, I can't imagine editing all those podcast clips.
Bro.
That would have taken me like a good few hours at least. Like, it's not big
everything.
work. Exactly. It's not crazy work, but doing that all one by one, that takes a minute. And if I could just get AI to run it, why wouldn't you?
Honestly, like, you know how, like, there's that big joke of, like, not everybody needs a podcast or whatever it is? Like, I seen this one video. It was, like, how dudes be when they get their first podcast. And it was, like, yo, so what's, like, the youngest girl you would go for? Type shit, right? Like, not everyone needs a podcast. But at the same time, though, I think, it's what we have, now the tools that we have, I think everybody should try. Damn near. If not, like, a podcast exactly, like, everybody should try something. Because
Yeah.
it's so easy to
It's
start.
crazy at what podcast has gone to. Like, I have to show you guys this clip later. Maybe I'll play it right now, actually.
Yeah.
It's just a clip of Steve Jobs, like, introducing the idea of podcasts. And it's basically, like,
Really?
a show that you can broadcast from your iPod. That's why they're called podcasts.
Wow.
And he's talking to the audience, and the audience is completely clueless on what a podcast is.
That's crazy.
So wait, so Apple invented podcasts?
I don't know if they invented podcasts, but I remember, like, the clip is just like Steve Jobs asking people if they know what a podcast is. I don't think they invented the idea of it, but he made it famous.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You know, Kanye had that one quote. where he's like, all I want to be is forgotten, whatever it is. Like my biggest dream is to be forgotten. And then he explained it like the person who invented the stoplight. What's his name?
Yes.
The person who invented the traffic light. What's his name? You know what I'm saying? Like we don't know these people's names because what they invented is so ubiquitous with human existence that we just kind of forgot about them. Like who made the first pencil? You know what I mean? Who made the first backpack? Who invented jeans, denim? Right? Like, we don't know these things, but I guarantee you, like, yeah.
But then what about like, oh shit.
Oh shit.
Yeah. Wait,
Yo,
wait.
shit.
All right, yo. We're gonna have a brief intermission. We'll be back just shortly after it.
Back then, in the past tense, I was all about that action. Who you asking? It's quick with that 9 for that caption. Oh, that's a lonely road. Don't you ever close your eyes, you lose your soul. Someone love.
We're back.
Yo, I don't know more. It's Stro again. Tight shit.
Hope you guys enjoyed that brief intermission.
Yeah. I don't know what song I'm gonna put in there, but I'm gonna put it in a song or a video or something like that for y'all.
Unreleased stuff.
Unreleased, like just some snippets, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe one at the intro too. And
Yeah.
one at the end too, because why the hell not? I got no self-control. I got no self-control. I swear, like if I was in the industry, bro, they would hate me because I'd be leaking everything, bro. Anything, bro. This guy see me.
Yeah.
Like I used to drop stuff all the time on my story. And then he's like, yo, we need to chill, like move a little bit in silence as we're building. And then last night, I got this one video that I made with my editor. And I was like, you know what, like screw it. I dropped like four different songs, 3 different videos, all my story before they were supposed to come out. I got no self-control.
Bro, when we were recording the video for Wo Jamal, which we still are, this guy, like, he would ask me, like, yo, can I post this really quick?
Yeah.
I was like, no. And he'd be like, okay. And then a few days later, I wake up, I'm like, rub my eyes, check my phone. Like, bro, I told this guy the full video, the full clip. He's like, I got no self-control. And it's just been a repeating theme since, but...
I'm gonna do that to like a little video series, you know what I mean? Like, I got no self-control every Thursdays. Every Thursday, I'll just drop some shit that I shouldn't drop, you know what I mean?
It could be like a little TikTok swipe thing.
Yeah,
like, every
yeah,
time you post that shit.
And that's a hook, too. That's a hook. If I start the video, I got no self-control.
Yeah.
Like, yeah. See, like, I swear, like, making viral videos ain't that hard. It's just executing them. You know what I mean? Like, the viral ideas is easy. But it's like, how do I actually... Okay, I got no self-control. How do I make you stay for another 35 seconds? Right? Like, how do we do that? That's what we need to figure out.
Yeah. It's kind of genuine attention hacking.
Yeah.
Like, you're doing it anyways. And people are going to tune in because, like, yo, what is this guy putting out that he doesn't want people to hear, but he couldn't help himself?
Yeah.
But,
You're right, actually. That's an idea, right? Someone write that down. Actually. That'll be an idea for my next, like, little video I drop. Or something like that.
Notion or send you text.
But, yeah, no, I think I definitely... Maybe that's the reason why I'm not where I need to be at. Because I just be leaking all my songs before they come out. My videos.
Yeah. I'll write that down.
Yeah.
But I wanted to get back to the stoplight and everything. What about the people that were remembered? What if you made something and you were remembered for it? Like, was it Thomas Edison made the first light, or whoever made the first telephone? I can't remember their names. But,
Yeah.
like, I know these people are big names. Isn't that?
I don't think Thomas Edison will be... Okay, but then again, he wasn't just the guy who made the light bulb, for one.
Yeah.
Right? But the guy who made the telephone, he was just the guy who made the telephone. And notice how you don't know his name, but you know Thomas Edison's, right?
Yeah.
Type shit. I feel like, especially, too, the guy who made... what's something that's recent? Steve Jobs, maybe?
Yeah.
His name will be forgotten in like 100 years.
That's true.
Right?
It's
But his work will still be out there.
Yeah.
Most of the time when your name's forgotten, your work is being forgotten. But, you know what I mean?
Your work has been forgotten.
Yeah. Like,
But hasn't been forgotten.
has been. Like, most of the time, like,
Yeah.
if you, like, I can't... There's a bunch of songs that was released in the 40s, 20s by artists who were, like, super famous back then that I don't know of now, and their songs is nowhere to be found.
Yeah.
Right? Versus there's Elvis, where he's been dead long gone, but his songs are still out there. And then in, like, maybe 50 more years, when our kids is coming up, they'll probably, like, hear some of his music here and there from, like, our
Like
generation.
MJ's big.
Yeah. You know what I mean? But they'll never, like, really know who this was type
Yeah.
shit. Which is that's what I want to be. You know what I mean? I want to be, like, people don't know who I am, but they know what I did.
Yeah.
I stand on that one.
Yeah.
Firmly. And, like, you know, that shit would be... That's the dream right there.
So you recently changed your name from just like Stro, all caps, to Stro if done.
Yeah.
What was the thing behind that?
I feel like the theme of the week, the theme of this episode is just hooks. You know what I'm saying? In general, it's just hooks and virality, right?
Yeah.
I noticed that with the Stro, all caps, the way it was spelt, if I search that up on, like, a random phone, just like that, my name isn't the first one to pop up. Because there's, like, a bunch of other artists that have similar names, and also just a short string of text. So I figured if I have my name more unique and longer, if someone searched up Stro Fadon, they'd find exactly my profile first.
Don't you want to be known like that though? Like the way people just know Drake, right?
Yeah.
Like, there's a million people, like billions of people known as like
Yeah.
Drake, like Drake Bell or whatever.
Definitely,
the hell,
definitely.
People just know Drake and they don't even know his last name.
True, but that's the same thing with like Kendrick. Like his name is Kendrick Lamar, but they know him as Kendrick or Frank Ocean.
That's
You know what I'm
true,
saying?
that's true.
All that stuff. So I feel like once I get to that level, obviously, like just Stro. You know what I mean? Or even like I got like a bunch of nicknames like Hollywood Stro, Timmy Tuesday. Like I used to go back when I was younger and shit. So like,
Why Tuesday?
because you know that whole Taco Tuesday meme from LeBron.
Yeah.
I had this one friend. Whenever
Oh,
you
I don't
see
know
me,
about the meme.
okay, you know that Taco Tuesday meme? It was like LeBron in the gym or whatever it is, or at home or some shit like that, right? With tacos, and he's recording live streaming. He's like Taco Tuesday, you know, just LeBron, right?
Yeah.
I had this one friend who was a big Bron head, and he always just see me like, oh, Timmy Tuesday, the same way.
Yeah.
I kind of ran with it. But yeah. So like, I got like a bunch of nicknames that like, you know how Kendrick is also K Dot, and Drake is also the boy and all that stuff. So when I get bigger, like those names, those aliases will become synonymous with who I am. But for now, if you search up Stro Fadon, you'll definitely find me.
Yeah.
And if when I get bigger, search up Stro, you'll definitely find me. When I get even bigger, search up S, I'm gonna be the first name. You feel me? So
it's good that like at least Ifadon is like the same as your.
Yeah.
That's a nice. Really.
Yeah.
Ifadon is like the same as your like real name,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
So it's
yeah.
not like fucking who's somebody who has like a completely different Travis Scott.
Yeah.
Right? I don't think Travis or Scott are in his real name.
Nah.
His name is some like.
Nah. Oh no, I think Travis's middle name.
No,
Is his
no.
middle name?
Travis is
Or
his
Scott's
uncle's name.
Scott's his middle name.
No, Scott is inspired by Kid Cudi.
Yes.
Alice Cudi.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah,
Travis is
Travis'
his
uncle's name.
Yeah, but Travis neither Scott is one of his,
Yeah.
any of his personal real
Yeah.
names. We just came up with that. And his real name is something so weird.
Just Queez Webster or something like that. Bro, I swear, bro. Every artist has like a royal name, bro. Like hold on.
What's A$AP Rocky's
Hold on.
real name?
Let's search this up. Take the
Yeah.
let's search this
We
up.
need a Jamie, bro.
What?
With Jamie from Joe Rogan is just like,
Yeah,
yo, Jamie, search this out.
A$AP Rocky, Raheem Appleston Mayers, bro. What the hell? Look at Trippie Reds. Trippie Reds is crazy too. Trippie Red, Michael Lamar White the fourth.
What the fuck?
How, bro?
So white as
How?
name.
Yeah, no, like just rappers got the craziest name. I feel that's how you know you're gonna be famous if your name was like absurd. Yeah. Actually, then again, my real name, like my government name, because it's gonna be up there anyways one day, but my government name is Kelvin Ifadon.
Okay.
How does that sound? Does that sound like
Kelvin's hard.
Does that sound like white as hell and like
A
royal?
little bit.
Ah,
Maybe
shit.
maybe not royal, but
Yeah, definitely white as hell.
yeah.
Wait, so what's Timmy then? Is that?
That's my middle name. It's like short for my middle name. Yeah.
Oh, say word.
Wait, you know this?
No, I didn't know it.
Say swear the whole time. Wait.
Yeah, we're just gonna.
Yeah, legally my name, like my first name legally is Kelvin.
Say word. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Bro, I can't picture you being. a
Neither could I. My parents did me dirty, yo.
That's crazy.
You know what they did? I used to go by Kelvin actually when I was in like preschool or some shit, right?
Yeah.
But then they had me go by my middle name when I was in like kindergarten or something like that.
Why?
Just because they wanted me to go by like, because okay, so way worse for me. I'm Nigerian. My mom is Yoruba. My dad's Edo, and the way that kind of works culturally, the Edo like tribe in a sense, they were the more like colonized ones.
Okay.
So a lot of them have like English first names. Versus my mom's tribe is more like they were like in the bush type shit, right? Not like actually, but like, you know, they weren't touched as much by the colonizers. So a lot of them have like really ethnic names.
Yeah.
So my parents getting married, they gave all my siblings very like English first names and then like ethnic middle names. So I was going by my English first name when I was like a little kid, and they switched it up to my middle name because they wanted like that culture to show through with my family, like be take proud of it, whatever it is. When I was out, but then what happened was like damn bro. Yeah, what happened was like these preschool elementary kids, like they couldn't pronounce my middle name properly because it's like 15 letters, something like that. So they shortened it, and then they shortened it again, and then they shortened it again, and then I was just going by Tim at a certain point. And then like Tim was cool up until like grade 10, but I felt like Tim was just a super white name, and like I just couldn't do that. So I made it Timmy. Just I had this one older guy who I knew whose name was Timmy, and he was black. So type shit.
I'll never understand like giving somebody a name, but then like the name will be like something about the name will be difficult where you
Yeah.
have to call them by something
Something
else.
else,
Like
yeah.
Koreans and brown people do this often. Koreans like they just straight up like pick another name. Like
Yeah.
their name will be like be
Jun
like
Sun Young, and then
Jun Sun Young or
call him
something.
Jackson.
Jackson,
Like,
yeah.
what?
Right? And then like a lot of brown people, like because half the brown people are like Muslims are called like Muhammad.
Yeah.
People from Pakistan, everybody out of there is named Muhammad, so they'll use like their middle name. Like our friend Nile, his real name is Muhammad, but we just call him Nile as his middle name.
That's crazy.
A lot of people are like that.
Turn on the sprinklers.
Oh, yeah.
Turning it
do
on
you
right
want
now?
some water?
No, if you're putting it on.
Oh yeah, for the video.
Yeah, seriously.
Good footage.
Yeah,
Say
it would
less,
be
say less,
actually.
say less. You can do a little slip and slide.
You come and dress for it, we'll do that.
I can't lie. We can set that up,
I
yo.
brought
We
my
can-
rain
We can
jacket.
set that up, bro. We
Yeah.
can set that up. Nah, bro, it's crazy. Like, the more that I'm outside, the more that I realize it's like like people are good. Like,
Yeah,
people are
no,
so kind,
seriously.
bro. People are so kind.
Yeah.
Yeah, just today, my neighbor, Roman was there for that. He was moving out, and he knocked on my door. He's like, I have all this like stuff, like paper towels and
It's nice that Roman was there to emphasize that I was late.
cleaning supplies and shit, and fucking. He just gave me all that shit for free.
Yeah.
He was moving out, and it was just like he was gonna throw it out
Yeah.
anyway. It was so nice of him to like knock on my door and ask.
Yeah, I feel like you definitely get what you put out there. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
the amount of times that we just been walking out shooting some whatever it is, and then like a stranger would just like come and chat to us on some super wholesome interaction, bro. Just making my day.
It's so crazy, but it makes sense. Like, do you guys believe in the law of attraction?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So in what way? Like the energy you put out? Like, do you guys believe in energy? This is actually something that I'm curious about.
I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe not in the same way you'd believe, but
Yeah.
what you think?
Kind of like, I don't know, just kind of vibrations. Like what you put out is the same thing that you'll get back. And even from being creative, going out doing our video stuff, we've had one just going out recording, a producer running, like literally sprinting down the street
Yeah.
and catch us, and then been sending beats to Timmy since.
Yo, shout out to that. Yo, I'm gonna send this to you after.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, man, because I've been going through that beat vault, bro, and it's like you make exactly the type of beats that I'm thinking of, type
Yeah.
shit, right? Like what were we doing? We was shooting that Wol Jamal scene
Yeah,
out
like
the car.
out of the car.
He was driving by, and then the guy like sprinted down. He's like, yo, yo, yo. Shit
Yeah.
was wicked. Yo,
It's
shit was
crazy, bro. And then like last week when we were shooting some more of War Jamal,
Yeah.
we had another
Photographer.
photographer come up to us. Just it's so crazy because when you're out doing what you love, then people will connect with you on the same level, which is like so awesome. But
Are they just like seeing you out with the camera and shit?
Yeah, just out with the camera, or
Yeah.
even just like, I've had occasions where like just like regular, I'm just dressed in my street clothes, or me and him are just walking, no cameras out, and we just like strangers just chat to us. You know what I mean? Off
Yeah.
of just the strength of I don't even know, but I don't think it's like I do believe in like some form of like non-physical attraction,
Yeah.
whatever it is, metaphysical, but I believe it's like auto-suggestion in a sense, right? Which is I read that in this one book, Think and Grow Rich, but basically that's just kind of like you are your thoughts in a sense. Like I know there's that whole thing that you're not your own thoughts, like don't get down in your own thoughts, but at the same time you are your thoughts. What you think of is what consumes you, is what you are, what you become.
yeah,
So if I'm always thinking about like meeting people and doing all these plays in business and making money and da 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 da, like I'm gonna start to find myself in situations where I'm doing that nonstop.
Yeah.
And not because like I'm better than you or I work harder than you, just because like I just think about that so much, it consumes me. When I get around someone who is like me, like remember how you're always saying, the reason why you work with me at first was because like I was just so passionate about what I do and everything.
yeah,
Kind of like that. Like those are my inner thoughts, and it radiates off of me.
Yeah.
So you as someone who's like that, you can kind of like sense that from
Yeah,
me,
exactly.
which is why we can connect. But if I didn't think about that, I didn't, you know, what I'm saying, put that out there, you wouldn't have never felt that from me.
yeah.
Right.
Bro, and I felt it like right off the bat too, which is crazy
Yeah.
because I remember it was a while ago. We were at Kiana's party, and when we went out, we had like a brief talk. But
Yeah.
I remember that's when I first
Word,
really
eh?
connected with you, and I felt the passion that you were talking about.
Yeah.
And I knew that you were on the same stuff that I was on. So
It's funny because I remember that day. I remember like I said that because I was seeing that in you.
yeah,
Like, I know a couple people who make videos here and there, and like, you know, all y'all cool and shit, or y'all just like bougie as hell and y'all think you're too good to work with people. But this guy was doing a video for free, I think,
yeah,
and like the way that it was going down that night just seemed a little like cumbersome, to say the least. And when we walked outside, I was helping him pack some stuff, and I'm like, bro, like the way that you're on timing and everything, the way that you're working, like that's the way that I work when I'm trying to like do my music in the
Yeah.
studio, and everybody around me is like goofing off, right? Like I
Yeah.
see how you're locked in, like keep doing your thing.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
And,
crazy.
yeah, like even I know I suck ass at being on time for shit, but as soon as like I gotta be honest, when it comes to video, a lot of the time I find that I do make it a priority, and I want to make it a priority for everything. But just because I don't know, it makes more sense when I have a shoot plan for a certain time. I've got to be there on time. I just go out of my way to do that. And there have been occasions where I have slacked off, but for the most part, I do find that I prioritize that. So
Yeah.
it's cool, and that shows me personally that I do have some type of feeling towards this, and I'm willing to prioritize it over other things. But
It's like a lackadaisical approach to this. This is my personal philosophy, but I feel like you'll never get to where you want to be in life if you always do what you're trying to do for fun,
yeah,
right? Like I know people who, whenever they go to the studio, they gotta get high first,
yeah,
right? And I'm not saying you can't make good music and be successful if you smoke weed and make music. I'm not saying that. But more so on some, like, if every time you're going to the studio, you gotta get high, bro, is it you or is it the drugs? You know what I mean? If you gotta get drunk every time, is it you or is it just like the party environment? Are you actually in there locked in, or are you just there because it's it's still a vibe?
Yeah.
And after that, you can't make
I
intentional
don't know how
music.
I feel about that actually.
Really?
Like if you gotta smoke, that's still you at the end of the day, right?
Yeah, but it's like, I know, like most of the time, this isn't for like law, but most
Yeah.
of the time, I'm doing sessions with people. We'll be locked in for the first 15 minutes. They'll go out to smoke, come back in. Now they're just slower,
Yeah,
right? So I'm awesome. Like you know the way I work. I'm fast. I'm
yeah. You're
saying
very
go,
sharp. Yeah.
and like they're just slow, and that's just so annoying to work, like to be around, to work with.
Yeah.
So if that's like the energy you put out, I'm thinking this guy's not serious.
Yeah.
So then why would I bring you back next time for some free work, right?
Yeah.
Kind of like that. Versus if he was sober the whole time, I would have thought, okay, this guy's a grinder.
Yeah.
Right. So it's like maybe not that you can't make as good music, it's not you, but the people around you. Hold on. Maybe that's you're not serious, you're not a grinder, but the people around you won't be able to tell for a fact that you're a grinder unless they're just like you, or they smoke and
Yeah.
everything, which is
Yeah.
and not even just drugs too. Like you can be girls, you have to have girls in the studio every single time, bro.
Yeah.
Why are we here for? Is it the girls or is it the music? Right?
People
Yeah.
do that? Bring like girls
Yeah.
to the studio?
I know people who they can't go to the studio without hoes involved. Man. Like they gotta go with hoes and liquor, and then that's the studio session. And I'm thinking
Yeah.
like, I mean, I guess,
Is
but
it even a studio session
Yeah.
at that point?
Eminem did, what was it? I forget who he was with, who he was doing a song with, but he was doing a song with one artist, or was it Kendrick? Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was Eminem. He had a song with one artist. He said, studio at this day, right? Guy said, bet. So I forget which artist it was, but the artist pulled up around like 5 o'clock, and as he pulled up, Eminem's leaving. And the guy's like, yo, why are you leaving? Let's start recording. Eminem said, like, I've been here since 9 a.m. It's 5. I'm about to go home with my family and everything. I'll see you tomorrow, right? So with Eminem, like, you know how clean he is, the way he makes his music, it's a job to him. He goes in 9, he leaves at 5, right?
Yeah.
And like when he's in there, he's working.
Yeah.
How you about to sit down and study with no phone, no distractions for a textbook? When it's for your actual dream, your goal, it's let's bring the hoes involved, let's bring the music, let's come on now, right? Like that's
Yeah.
not serious. So
Yeah.
yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just egotistic.
I do think
or
you have to have like some level of fun with it.
Yeah.
Like I hate like kind of working and it feeling like work.
Yeah.
I want to bring this. I like to bring kind of energy where it's like I'm having fun at work. Like even like my regular job, like part-time job right now at like Pepsi or whatever.
Yeah.
I try to be fun with it. I try to like, make jokes and just talk to whoever like the store employees or whatever. Like I'm just around, even though we don't need to talk, but just bringing that kind of energy, I think
agree
just
with
makes the workplace.
I find it's just
nicer to
natural,
be at.
bro. I feel like people are weird now because even when I was working at a store or just out in public, because I do sales too. When I'm out in public, some people are weird. You're just trying to have a normal conversation with them, and then people will either give you like the side eye, pull out a fake phone call,
Yeah.
just like say no, bro. It's not that hard. People are just they don't know how to interact now because they have this. Like, I also have my instances where, sure, I don't follow my, like, morals to the Q, but it's something that I'm working on. It's just, if someone, just be natural, bro. People are so weird now.
Yeah.
But just by being natural, being comfortable out in public, shooting the video, whatever, like, we've had so many cool interactions.
So many.
And it really, I think that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
Just being in that flow state where you can.
That's exactly. I
Yeah.
feel like you should be able to work at like whatever dream you have.
Yeah.
On some like super intentional, driven, passionate stuff. But at the same time, it's like just like playing a game.
Yeah,
Right?
exactly.
Like it's a little bit of both, right? Like,
Yeah.
I'm not saying you can't have fun, can't have girls in the studio, but you know what I mean? Like let those girls be as like their muse.
Yeah.
You feel me? Like just you locked in at all times.
Yeah.
And you're really intentional with everything you do.
Yeah.
That's what I call passion in a sense.
Yeah.
And that flow state is a beautiful thing.
No, definitely. And yeah, it is all about making it a game for sure.
Yeah.
Like I know this one business podcast I listen to by Alex Shamozy. You guys probably know him. It's pretty big. But his podcast is literally called The Game. And it's because all the top people in business just think about business as a game. So it's just definitely a good way to go about it. Like there's still rules to the game,
Yeah.
but you're having fun with it.
So
So
I'm a wholehearted believer. This is gonna be crazy to say, but I'm a wholehearted believer that business, girls, and life are all directly like relatable. If it works for business, it'll work with girls. If it works with girls, it'll work in life.
like, give an example.
Like, don't show all your cards at once.
Okay.
You can think of examples how that would work in business, life, and girls.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if I'm talking to a girl and I learned something from that situation, like okay, maybe don't come across as too eager, you're a simp. Do that in business, you'll succeed. Do that in life, you'll succeed. Or maybe it's like okay, I need to be more emotional and vulnerable with this girl. Do that in business, you can just succeed. Do that in as in like your marketing or whatever, like your logo
Yeah.
brand, you'll succeed. Do that in life, you can succeed. As for business, girls, and life, they like correlate
Yeah.
to the T,
I
bro.
agree, actually.
To the directly.
I think
Am I tripping?
No, that makes sense.
Yeah.
I think there's definitely just principles to it that
Yeah.
you can apply to everything, but again, I don't know. It's like a point where you don't know if you're being too, but I don't know, man. I guess you just have to be intentional with every move.
Think about it. Think about it like this. Yeah. Which type of guys pull them like the most girls, regardless of how they look? Rich dudes, right? How you get rich? You own a business. You feel me? So what does that say? Rich guys got game. You feel me? Is it the money? You feel me? I'm just that's math
I
right there.
found like shit like that attracts women, like looking good and stuff. That also gives you like a competitive advantage in business, just like networking and shit.
Facts. Boom. He's right. He's
Like,
very right.
Even if you're just talking to another dude, like looking better doesn't necessarily mean like he wants to be able to fuck you or something.
Yeah.
But
No, did he?
like people just like conversate with you better and
Yeah.
like stuff just flows.
And that's just like human nature. Like when someone's attractive, either dude or girl, whatever it is, like you'll want to talk to them more than someone
Yeah,
who's shocked.
exactly.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
yeah.
So
Yeah.
looking good, confidence, business, life, and girls. Like, bro, anything that you can think of that, like, okay, this is a good strategy for, like, when I'm giving advice to my friends about girls, I think of if this is a business, how would I approach this? You know what I mean? Like, if I wanted more revenue, how would I approach this? And then,
crazy.
you know what I mean? I'm a guru, I'm a love doctor off of that.
Yeah.
You feel me? Can't tell me shit.
Yeah. No,
No.
definitely. That look good, feel good mantra.
Yeah, yeah.
It definitely applies.
You definitely attract what you put out there. I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I'm tripping. maybe I'm just chatting for real. I'll be yapping sometimes.
How much time we got?
What's up?
How much time we got?
Don't know. Let's see. Another 4 minutes.
We just wrap it up here. then.
Yeah, we could wrap it
Nice
up
end
here.
of the
Yeah,
conversation.
calm.
That's true.
It's a good little. Alright, yo, so this has been the I Don't Know More episode 5.
Five,
Episode
yeah.
5, yeah. It's Stro for Don, your host.
Roman.
Abdullah.
Alright, we out, y'all. Oh, wait. Like, subscribe, share. We coming up with some other stuff, y'all. Appreciate y'all for watching the video, by the way. But, yeah. Signing out.
What the?